Hey, good morning, guys. It's Donald and Mary, and we're here to bring you your morning weather, water, and trail chatter report. And so this morning, Mary's going to start with the weather and water, and after we have some trail news. All right, take it away, Mary.
Thank you, Donald.
You're welcome.
Good morning, everyone. Right now in Blairsville, it is 62 degrees and clear. We're looking at a high of 78 today with a mixture of sunshine and clouds. It's going to be less humid, and the winds are going to be 5 to 10 miles per hour. Then tonight, 52 degrees, partly cloudy, 5 to 10 mile per hour winds. Up on Blood Mountain today, the high is going to be 70 degrees, falling to 66 later on this afternoon. And then tonight, 54, partly cloudy, and winds today and tonight are going to be between 10 to 15 miles per hour with gusts up to 20 miles per hour. So, with those higher winds, and always we should be checking for loose branches and limbs, anything that can come down. That way we can be safe when we put up our tents or hammocks or whatever it is. Water's good on the trail right now. Make sure you're topping off at Hawk Mountain Shelter as you hike north. Your next chance to get water is going to be Justice Creek, and that is 6.2 miles north of Hawk Mountain Shelter. And then top off at Slaughter Creek before Blood Mountain. There's no water over Blood. Neil Gap to Hogpen is dry, so carry enough to get you through. Hogpen Gap does have water. You just got to follow that blue blaze all the way down to the very end. And then Dix to Fontana is good for water. See, snakes. Let's be cautious for snakes. It's that time of year. If we're going to have some sunshine, they're definitely going to be out enjoying it. Remember the group of boulders up on Cow Rock? There is a nest of copperheads there, so do not sit on those boulders. Just be cautious no matter what you're doing. Let's watch for the snakes. Ongoing road conditions up in Great Smoky Mountain National Park. US 441 and Newfound Gap Road is still closed on the Tennessee side between Sugarlands and Newfound Gap, but it is free and clear going in North Carolina. Cherokee to Newfound is open all the way. They're hoping that road work is going to be finished by the beginning of October. We'll be coming into leaf peeping season, and it can be very crowded with both sides open, so we definitely are hoping that's going to be open by then. So another Great Smoky Mountain National Park bear closures and warnings. All the trails are open. The closed shelters are Kephart Prong and Icewater Springs, and campsites 23, 96, 49, 83, and 84. And then the warnings are Charlie's Bunyan, Trillium Gap Trail, Ramsey Cascades Trail, Bradley Fork Trail, Joy Sluice Gap, Kephart Prong Trail, Russell Field Shelter, and campsites 113. Let's remember to leave no trace, whether we're in the Smokies, on the AT, or whatever trail we are on, or wherever we are recreating outdoors. It's not just trails, campsites, rivers, bears are out there. So let's be safe and keep it safe for all, the creatures and us alike. If we brought it in, let's bring it out. Let's remember to leave no trace, and make sure you hang and dispose of your food items properly. Donald, I'm going to turn it over to you now. We can talk about some other stuff going on.
Sweet, thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, sweet. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, let's start with the rescue at Toccoa Falls. It is 5:39 a.m., 8/25/2025. So good morning, guys. Let's start with the rescue at Toccoa Falls, Georgia, that happened, I believe, yesterday.
Yes, it was.
All right, so a hiker was rescued from the trails at Toccoa Falls Saturday after suffering a severe leg injury, according to officials. Shortly after 10 a.m. on August 23rd, Stevens County 911 received a call reporting that a hiker had fallen and broken their leg. Deputies entered the trail and quickly located the injured hiker and their group. Stevens County EMS provided on-site treatment before extracting the patient from the trail to an awaiting medical unit. The hiker was transported to a nearby trauma center and is expected to make a full recovery. And so Toccoa Falls is like a tourist place. There's stairs and a bunch of stuff there, man. So it is not out in the middle of nowhere. It's just it's like a park with the falls and stairs and all kinds of stuff. I've never actually been there. I've only seen pictures of it and video and stuff, man. But I hear that the stairway it's pretty brutal on people, man, if you're not in shape. So there's a lot of stairs going down to the base, I believe. All right, and so I'm glad they were able to help this hiker and get him out to
Definitely.
safety or to a hospital so he can get that all taken care of, whether he gets rotted or screws or if he gets a cast, I don't know.
That's
I think
right.
they mostly do like rods and stuff today.
I'm not sure.
All right, and so rescue Cortland Gorge, New York. Emergency crews rushed to Hoxie Gorge Trail in Virgil after a hiker fell about quarter of a mile in, according to WBNG. Using phone tracking, rescuers located the hiker and used ATVs to carry them out. The Cortlandville and Virgil fire departments led the effort with help from state police and environmental officials. The hiker was hospitalized. No word yet on their condition. All right, so we have an elderly hiker experiences severe dehydration on the Diamond Head Trail Sunday. EMS responded to an elderly hiker in Honolulu with severe dehydration. EMS responded around 10:25 a.m. to a man in his 70s hiking on the Diamond Head Trail. Officials treated and transported him to the emergency room. He is in serious condition. That sucks.
Yeah, hopefully he gets everything he needs to make a full recovery.
I hope so, man. It's tough when you're 70 and you get heat stroke. It's bad enough when you're young. Can't imagine it at 70 years old. All right, so we have another rescue in Colorado. A hiker was hospitalized on Sunday after they fell 20 feet in a mountain park in Denver metro area. Firefighters were called to the scene in Daniels Park in Sedalia around 4 p.m. and were able to make contact with the injured hiker. The South Metro Fire Rescue Team said they had to conduct a complicated 150-foot rope rescue operation in order to reach them. The injured hiker was taken to a local hospital for treatment, but the extent of their hiking and their injuries is not yet known. All right.
And this next rescue, I don't mean to interrupt you, but these next
this
two
Camelback?
rescues are Camelback. Once again, people are in there with the heat restrictions of 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. and not following.
I saw this one. All right, and so in Phoenix, Arizona, 2 people were rescued off the same Phoenix Trail as the valley grappled with extreme heat this weekend. On Saturday around 11 a.m., Phoenix fire crews responded to Cholla Trailhead at Camelback Mountain. For a hiker experiencing heat-related issues, the woman began her hike around 7 a.m. and became overheated. She was flown off the mountain and taken by ambulance to a valley hospital in stable condition. Now, once again, this place is closed between 8 and like 5 p.m. I think it is because of the heat issues or the heat index being super high.
Heat.
And so on Sunday, rescue teams were dispatched to the same trailhead just before 11 a.m. Now that's in the no hike zone. And so a woman in her 30s was dizzy and couldn't continue. She was flown off the mountain and taken by ambulance to the hospital in stable condition. Cholla in Camelback is one of the trail with an 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. heat restriction right now for safety. And whoops, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
And so definitely more people just ignoring the restriction, and of course costing the town, which is the taxpayers, money for hiking when they're not supposed to. And I don't know if these are hikers that hike every day and they're just think that they can break the laws because they feel like they're above the laws because they hike every day. I don't know, man. Or if it's just people that think they can walk up past it just to do their morning hike. Nothing's going to stop them from doing it. And they hike up. I don't know why they're doing it, but definitely, man, there's some disrespect going on.
Right.
And it doesn't just hurt them, it hurts all of us. Because eventually they'll put more restrictions on stuff and they'll start fining people for this stuff, man. And they're already trying to put to fine people for that need to be rescued for doing stuff like this right here, which I think they should. I definitely think they should be
I agree
fining
with you.
people.
If they're going to blatantly disregard the
Sure.
signs that say do not hike between these hours, or trail closed, do not hike, or whatever the case is that says do not go further, I think they need to be fined, because not only are they putting themselves in danger, they're putting the rescue teams in danger, and it won't happen if they would just follow the rules. Rules are put in place for a reason, for safety.
And so, the Norwegian hiker, I just ran across this article this morning, but the search for the missing Norwegian hiker has ended in tragedy. Gillum RCMP on Sunday announced the body of Stefan Jodlvik was located on the banks of the Hayes River, not far from where his jacket was found on Friday. A Facebook post, Manitoba RCMP said officers from the Glam Detachment, Parks Canada, and community searchers from Fort Severn on Sunday morning at approximately 10:20 a.m. The body of Hatavik's body was found, and I'm not laughing. I'm tearing this dude's name up. I can't believe that this is the outcome, but I think it's Hodlvik's body was found, and that's how I'm just going to leave it. Police confirmed the body was that of the 29-year-old missing hiker who was hiking with two dogs from Fort Severn, Ontario to York Factory, Manitoba. He went missing last week, and police tracked his GPS device to the area where his body was recovered. The body was transported to Glam and will be sent to Winnipeg, where an autopsy is scheduled for Monday morning.
That's sad.
Yeah. All right, and so that's unfortunate. All right, and so I was just looking at this, and there's an injured climber stuck up on an icy mountain. They've been there for 12 days after breaking her leg. Hopes are fading that an injured climber who has been stuck on mountain in Kyrgyzstan for 12 days after rescue efforts had been terminated because of bad weather. Natalia Nagovitsina was descending from the top of Jengish Chokusu, or Victory Peak, at Kyrgyzstan's border with China when she broke her leg on August 12th. A spokesperson for the Kyrgyzstan's Ministry of Emergency Situations told CNN in a message that the experienced mountaineer has been stuck on the mountain ever since, despite repeated rescue efforts, which also claimed the life of another climber. A group of climbers managed to reach Nagovitsina after she suffered her injury, Russian and Italian media report. While they were able to provide her with some supplies, they could not evacuate her due to the extreme conditions on the mountain at that time. Italian mountaineer Luca Sinigaglia, one of the climbers attempting to save Nagovitsina, died on the mountain on August 15, according to the statement by the Italian Ministry of the Foreign Affairs. The ministry said that the bad weather conditions have so far made it impossible to recover his body. A surveillance drone last spotted Nagovitsina on a ridge not far from the top of the mountain on August 19th, the emergencies ministry spokesperson told CNN at that time. She was believed to be alive. The spokesperson refused to comment on whether the ministry believes Nagovitsina is still alive. But deteriorating weather conditions, including heavy snowfall, meant the search for Nagovitsina was suspended on Saturday, the spokesperson said. At 24,400 feet, 7,439 meters above sea level, the Victory Peak is the highest mountain in the Tian Shan range. It is considered an extremely difficult mountain to climb, partly because of its location. As the world's northernmost mountain, over 7,000 meters, Victory Peak is known for extraordinarily cold and harsh conditions and a very short climbing season. The mountain is considered one of the so-called snow leopard mountains. The 7,000 peaks in the former Soviet Union, climbing all 5 is considered a major achievement, and only some of 700 people, including some 30 women, have done it. Nagovitsina's husband, Sergei Nagovitsin, died during an expedition to Khan Tangri, another of the 5 snow leopard peaks. Natalia was with him during the climb when he became incapacitated. Reports say she refused to leave him until rescuers arrived. Well, hopefully they can rescue her.
Hope so. That's gotta be scary.
Yeah, right, dude. Just laying up there, trying to survive.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy. All right, guys. And so, what do we have going on yesterday now?
We had a Woody Gap to Amicala Falls.
That's right. And then we watched some Sons of Anarchy, and it was very quiet yesterday, so it was an early day. Ate some food, passed out around 5, 6 p.m., and then woke up at 3 a.m. to get our day moving. And so we don't have anything going on today either. It's pretty slow. We have some hikers on trail, though. Maybe they'll need some assistance. Who knows? But we'll get some other stuff done around the house, man. Do some work around the house, get some stuff done, and the busy season's coming, man. Just a few more days. It's getting towards the end of the month, right?
Mm-hmm. We have Labor Day weekend coming up this weekend.
Yeah, we're packing up for that though, so we'll be busy on Labor Day weekend. But yeah, so the holidays are coming too, and people will be flying in to visit their families, and we have a list of clientele that actually orders rides from us every year around this time. They'll start calling in and getting things moving. And so otherwise than that, man, we'll be around if anyone needs anything. Just give us a call. You have anything else you'd like to say?
No, everybody have a great day.
All right, sweet guys, man. Have a great day. One love, peace.